Yeah! Welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions. We've got a great show tonight. We're going to talk about tweaking the VTX on your FPV drone so that you can eliminate much of the interference that you get in your camera. And so I brought my controller here, and I will show you how to do it. But before we do that, let's get over here and let's bring up my co-host all the way from Liverpool, New York. This guy had a pretty rough week, so I'm going to cheer him up with some comedy here. Let me unmute his Mike, there we go.
I'm unmuted.
So,
right.
Yes, yesterday we had more college football. We had the UCLA Trojans playing the Oregon State Beavers. Yes, that they had good penetration, and they won it on what was it? I'm just so yeah.
You got me at penetration.
Good penetration. And
I'm sorry, I can't.
The competition was stiff.
Well, of course.
All right, let's go over here to some football humor. What's the objective of a Jewish football? To get the quarterback.
Bad.
How do you keep the St. Louis Rams off your lawn? Paint an end zone on it. What's an Al Qaeda favorite football? No, don't want to do that joke today.
Yeah, take that for tomorrow. That one tomorrow.
Yeah. When God made Adam notice that Adam was sad, he asked him, "What's wrong?" Adam said, "I'm lonely." And God said, "That's no good. How about I make you a companion? One that is gorgeous, give you mind-blowing sex, will cook, clean, and doesn't mind it when you spend time with the guys or watch football." Adam, what? Sounds great. That's awesome. What will it cost me? An arm and a leg. Adam, what can I get for a rib? It was the biggest game of the season. All the seats were taken because of this. My buddy had sit further away from me. I looked over and saw 2 empty seats to my left were empty. Curious, I asked the guy behind the empty seats if anybody was coming for them. My wife was supposed to come, but she passed away recently, he replied. I apologize, offered my condolence, and the other seat, I asked him. My best friend was supposed to come with us, he answered. I asked him why his best friend didn't come. The man replied, "Oh, he's at the funeral."
I didn't get that one. I'm too slow. Maybe too much wine. Maybe the fact that I was hanging upside down for a while. I don't know. I think I have a mild concussion, so bear with me. I really do. I'm serious. I'm not kidding, man.
All right. Let's let everybody know Chuck was in a car accident this week.
Everybody probably knows.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the drone community is pretty on top of my whereabouts. And they all know I was hanging by my seatbelt in my Colorado on Tuesday night for a little bit.
That's scary, man.
It was pretty bad. I would not want to do that again. Well, even if you told me I could wear my GoPro and be prepared. I really wished I had my GoPro on my head, though.
That would have been something.
YouTube gold, baby.
Yeah.
Gold.
You would have 100,000 views.
Yeah, but still 501 subscribers or whatever. But a lot of views. Yeah, I'm just glad to beat the hell out of that thing. I actually kicked the darn windshield out. I really kicked it out with my feet. I wanted out of that truck before it could think of blowing up or anything.
That's true. That's true.
It's amazing what adrenaline will do to a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
serious. I mean, because like they asked me if I blacked out, and I was like, no. I remember being hit, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to get the truck fixed or something. And then the truck starts
Yeah.
rolling over like the Matrix, like slow motion. It's like, I'm like, holy crap, I'm rolling over.
You're going.
I'm going. Maybe I'll just go on my side. Yeah, it was like that, Art. It was like the Matrix. I thought maybe I'll just go on my side. No, that wasn't good enough. Kept on going. The next thing I know, I'm like,
You're like upside down, and
yeah, left is right, up is down.
Your belt is holding in,
hanging by the seatbelt. That's pretty sore
stuff. Did any of the bags go off?
The air curtains on the side did. So like on
okay, that's probably what helped.
Oh, dude, they saved my life because like if they hadn't gone, I got hit in the passenger side, T-bone, square T-bone. A Tahoe nailed me, and so I went this way first, and then when I slingshot back this way, by then the curtains were down, and my head went in that nice cushy, pillow. The problem is the air gap between my brain and my skull, and I know you guys use he's a small brain. Well, everybody has room between their brain and the cranium, so that means that thing that's mass, and it's kind of moving, jiggling around and stuff. So
your brain is like Jello, so it's all
so on
sloshing, and that's why they're worried about concussions. You might have a tear in one of the blood vessels that could cause an aneurysm or a stroke.
Yeah. So, kidding.
Well,
for now.
You could talk like Jim Beauchart.
That's totally not cool, man. So yeah, I got to go in for and I have to get like an MRI and like or a CAT scan or whatever and an X-ray and make sure that everything's okay in my squash and all here and hopefully.
Yep.
Yeah, culture. Maddie's right. Like Matt's right. So that's actually that happened, dude. I mean, I love Days of Thunder, but the Cole Trickle thing is exactly the reference I used because the very next morning I had to go through that intersection and take my wife to work. And the light was green and I got to that intersection. And I slowed down and come to a stop. And my wife's like, you can't stop here. What are you doing? I was like, I'm scared. I was like terrified to go through that intersection. And like, she's like, we got to go. Oh, I'm scared. She's like, you got to go. I was like, oh, well, is it clear? But it wasn't like Cole Trickle after that. I'm still cautious after that. But remember, he had hammered down and won the race and all that stuff after he got through the smoke the second time.
Let's go ahead and say hello to everybody in the chat. We've got Akira Show, Matt, Maddie's World, Bill, Coast Coast Drones.
Yeah, Bill.
We got Alan, Drone View Media, and we've got Jody, Drone Shots. Hello, and Brian, TDR, Drones, Bites, and Scooters. And who else do we have? Steve Mack, Okie Tom. I hope you got your toffee. He was a winner last week.
That's right.
And Jerry Bauer. Good to see you. Lori Kovac. Good. Oh, Lee Bessing. Yellow Rose Drones. Good to see you. And then we have GoFundMe FPV AC. I have no idea who that is. That person showed up on
GoFundMe FPV AC. They showed up early.
Yeah, I've never. I saw that person on Jim's show Tuesday night, and I thought it was Carlos giving me crap.
Well, if they're looking about a first drone or looking for a first drone, the Mini 2 is
probably
the ticket.
Well, you know how many subscribers he has, or she?
Like one.
One.
Okay. Well, that's kind of
no videos.
It's suspect, but you have to start somewhere.
Yep.
But it's still kind of suspect.
Yep. Okay, here's my Teespring if you want to order something, and if you like this content, please. Throw me a few bucks at, Super Chat and all that neat stuff. Last week, I got over 60 likes, which was killer.
That was pretty awesome, man. We had quite the, and then you had the super chat train going too.
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
we did.
they did.
Really good.
I didn't know I was going to
Really
need that to get a new truck.
There you go. All right, so let's get on going. Talk about FPV. And
I have to put my goggles on for the occasion. Should I put them on?
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
so what you do is you want to get into beta flight on your Tiny Hawk or whatever drone you're using, and what you do is you turn on your goggles, and you turn this on, and your drone, and then you get your picture, your video feed. And what you do is, if I remember correctly, is I think you go up on the left, and then you go right, and that turns. Let me get up here. Go like this, and that'll turn on beta flight, and then you get scroll through with the right, and then if you want to exit or save, you use this. And what you do is you go down to VTX, and then you click on that with the controller. And once you get into it, it's pretty intuitive on how to do it. And then you just go through. You'll see the one that has power, and normally it's set at 25. Well, you want to bump that up to maximum of 200, and that'll eliminate a lot of the interference that you get from your camera when you're flying.
So is that the basically the signal strength?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's why you pump it right up to max.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, and I learned that on YouTube.
Of course you did.
I love YouTube. That's the great thing about it. If you want to, I mean, if you know what, this is off topic, but
not really. It's YouTube.
I found this Coleman cooler in the trash where it was a rolling kind, where it's got the handle that comes up and you tilt it and you get
one of those.
Roll it.
Yeah.
Well, somebody duct taped the wheels on. You know, the
two rear wheels on it. Yeah. Yep. I have that same cooler.
So what I did is I went on YouTube on how to fix that, and all I need to do is get what's called mending plates.
Mending plates.
Yeah. It's just a piece of metal with the 2 holes, and you just stick that on there and screw it in, and I'll hold that on. I'm like,
clamps it together.
That's
and you're good
awesome.
To go. Yeah, I love our
just
big.
Don't get screws that are too long, or else it'll puncture all the way through to the cooler part.
That's kind of bad for insulative properties there when you break the air gap. Oh, look, the grumpy vlogger.
Yeah, Lloyd, long time no see. Dude, we did an early arts play show today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still breathing. This is good. I mean, we got to make sure that there's nothing leaking inside. That's the they're worried about internal bleeding with me more than anything.
Yeah, that's true. Might have had an organ that kind of, tore something.
Yeah, I mean, like so the impact was pretty impressive. If you do the physics, I kind of ran some numbers and I got like blown away by the numbers. And so anyway, I think about the stress that my body went through. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, you got hit with the Tahoe.
Yeah, the second biggest Chevy in the food chain. Only freaking Suburban.
Oh, well, you need to get an Escalade.
Yeah, right. The Escalade is actually a Suburban with the back end cut off to be a freaking box, right?
Oh,
isn't it?
Oh, yeah. My boss at work She
Oh no, the
has one.
Escalade is wait, no, the Escalade's like the Suburban.
Yeah, it's a Cadillac version.
Thank God the chick driving didn't have that thing, or I would have been on the fire hydrant and the freaking light pole and I wouldn't be here talking to you boys and girls.
Yep.
I'd be,
Mm-hmm.
along with Rick upstairs,
Yep.
maybe.
Oh, Jody says get a Ford F-350.
No, I'm a Chevy guy. I'm gonna get another. I found another Colorado in a neighboring state, and I'm gonna get a very cool, very jacked up, very very cool Colorado, and make me feel better. And then the other driver, yeah, just expect to hear from me.
Well, I have some lawyer friends if you need any.
Oh, I've got a good lawyer already. We're gonna.
Good.
I already talked to my insurance company and her insurance company. And I told them what my expectations were, and just expect to deal with it because I've taken this stuff sitting down before with this property damage. But when you try to kill me, when your insured tries to kill me, and I told the other insurance company that your insured tried to kill me, see, and yeah, I'm not going to take that sitting down. So you're going to meet all my demands basically, and that's just how it's going to be. And like if you don't give me enough money, I'll go after her, which means I'm going after you. So be ready for it, asshole. And I'm serious.
There you go.
Yeah. Freaking damn it all. Unbelievable. It's on my roof. She walks away and rides home with her boyfriend into the sunset, and I'm like in an ambulance.
No.
Blah!
Tell us how you really feel.
Okay. You want to hear it? Well, you heard enough. So anyway, but I am happy to be here, honestly.
That's good. We're happy. You're here,
I'm lucky to be here, and to get to fly the drone again and all that stuff. And
yeah, that's true.
If only had a dash cam though. Really, I didn't have a dash cam.
Ooh, that would have been. Oh, talk about wrecks. You heard about Ken Heron's wreck?
No, what happened to Ken?
Oh, this happened like almost 3 years ago.
Oh, that's why I didn't.
He was in he was in a bad one. He was just going down a country road and he saw something. Oh, that looks cool. I'll fly my drone. Here he stopped and he's getting ready to got nailed by a drunk driver.
Oh.
Rear-ended.
Oh, ouch.
And he had his dash cam going, and you could see his little dog Henry go flying into the dashboard.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah. The dog made it out better than he did. He got a broken back out of it.
No shit. No, no kidding. I didn't know. I didn't know he went through that. Well, he would sympathize with me then because he's been through some pretty serious
stuff. He did his TNL show from the hospital. That shows you what dedication he's got.
That was 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Because I remember
it will be 3 years ago this December, I believe.
God, it feels like yesterday. I do remember that now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, right, Grumpy Vlogger. I tell him, yeah. James, listen to what he missed. James tried to send me to heaven with like a one-way ticket with their Tahoe, and I didn't go. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But if I had a flux capacitor in my Colorado, I might have done time travel. Hard to say.
There you go.
Hard to say. It was close. It wasn't 88 miles per hour, but it was for a few feet. I was probably going 70.
Wow.
Well, that's what the body shop guy told me. He estimated that based on what he saw with my vehicle, and he's been doing it for years, that I got hit by a vehicle doing about 70 miles per hour inside.
Oh, geez.
That's why it flipped me. I mean, my Colorado's pretty heavy, but
yeah, it is. Well, you got to remember those SUVs can be kind of top heavy, depending on where you get hit on the side.
I would actually, my hairstylist got hit the same day. She texted me later and said, I got T-boned like right about the same time you did, and I just I was taking my son home from the hospital from getting his tonsils out. She said a guy approached her and said, if you need a witness, let me know. She called him and he sent his dash cam video of the incident to her.
Ooh.
I was like, wow, I wish I had that. I'm a YouTuber. I would have loved that. Yeah. But that she said it was pretty creepy watching it happen, right? Because you get to see what
I
happened
bet.
to you. But as an engineer, I would be I'm disturbed, disgusted, but fascinated by what just occurred, because like when the guy, when the guy told me he said the other guy was doing 70 miles per hour when they hit me, the other driver, when they struck me. I'm thinking, I start crunching the numbers. I checked the distance between intersection to intersection where they were last. Cause like, why didn't I see her? And it was 270 feet away to the next intersection over. Well, if she's doing 70, that's 100 feet per second, give or take. So, 2 to 3 seconds later, she's on me. And it was about 3 seconds for me to get where I was in the intersection. It was a 4-lane, 2 lanes divided, 2 lanes that I had to come across. It was about right. The man's like, yeah, that explains it. Because how would you see someone 300 feet away? I mean, maybe you would, but I don't know.
It'd be a blur. Yeah.
It gets outside of the resolution of your normal vision, if you know what I mean. It's like, because you're at a 4-way stop on a 30-mile-an-hour zone. You're expecting certain things to occur. You have assumptions and expectations, and you're not expecting someone to be in like ludicrous speed approaching you.
Yeah.
Ludicrous speed.
Hey, Glenn, Thunderbird 6, we got someone from the land down under.
Coming from the land from down under.
And he's the guy that gave me the ArtCo plates.
That's an awesome plate, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve. Yeah. How you doing, man? I didn't even say hello to you. I didn't say hello to everybody. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, hello.
I'm happy to
be here. And don't forget, if you want to go ahead and start that super chat train, I'm ready to go.
We need music, Art. We need choo-choo music.
Yeah, that's right. I should get one of those.
Of a train going across.
There you go. That'd be cool. That would be cool.
Train graphic.
All I got is it doesn't. Hey, guys, slow down. It's not that time yet.
Yeah, easy.
Boy,
they are excited.
It's kind of like having a whole bunch of dogs that are waiting to be fed in the morning. Yeah. Or a bunch of like a cat waffles. Lady with about a couple dozen cats, and you gotta go feed the kitties.
Waffles. Thunderbird. Woof.
Woof.
Yeah.
Bring on the waffles. Yeah.
So you've been flying FPV a lot, Art?
The last few weeks. Last weekend I didn't. Good timing. I got this last week. I got a smart controller.
Oh, James. See, James? Gotta get one, brother. Join the party.
Oh, yes.
And I love my smart controller.
I traded the Autel Evo.
You said you were going to do that.
That's
a fair
boy, the screen is bright.
It is.
I love it.
It's not as bright as the other its predecessor. What was that? What was the other DJI product that was the predecessor? Everybody knows in the chat. I just can't remember. But the smart controller is really good. It's bright enough. Yeah. And it runs anything now. It's so cool that it handles the Fly app and the Go 4 app. So
it's like a little mini computer. You can actually edit video with this thing.
You can,
which is cool.
You can,
and you can live stream with this.
You can, yeah. I've never done it, but yes, you can.
You can record everything.
You can
get the audio.
You can screen record
everything. The only thing I don't like about it is it records everything on the screen.
Yeah, it does.
But if I just want video from the drone itself, I just press on record.
The record
that'd
button.
be
Yeah,
this
you're on.
button
Yep, that's
here,
on. Yep, and photos
or
on the other
take a
side.
picture with this button. And this
Yep.
thing has 2 scrolling wheels, which is cool.
Yeah. Yep. Just
One's
like
for the gimbal, and the other one's for zoom. I could zoom.
Well, zoom on the Mavic 2 Zoom and your Mavic Air 2, I think your 2S.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On mine
Which
it's
is cool.
gimbal, and then that will change exposure. I can change exposure with like the aperture. I can change aperture with that right one.
And I got to
Mavic
test
Pro.
out the return to home, and it landed
Really?
perfectly.
Well, that's good. I'm not a big fan of return to home is like a last ditch effort to get the bird back if I panic.
Now look at this.
The way the stick's stored the back.
The sticks. I love that.
Did you get a second set, Art? They actually shipped me.
No, this was all I got.
Well, they sell extended ones if you want to get. They sell like ones that I think telescope out. But
now I wonder
be careful of those. I mean, they when you tighten them down, like I have a case where I can leave them in, they tend to loosen up in a short period of time. Just keep an eye on those little buggers.
I wonder if the ones from my Air 2 will fit on this. Then I'd have a second pair.
Try it out. I can't remember. There's one controller that does share with the smart controller. It might be the FPV. No, it's FPV. I don't know.
And it's got this little joystick thing right here.
The five-way button. On the front.
Right over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta learn what the functions are for that.
And if you have Moverio glasses, like the BT300s, like I have, and you have the HDMI box for them, or you have the more expensive, they plug in the USB-C. Yeah,
HDMI out.
Yep, HDMI out, USB-A. USB-A. Yep. That's A. USB-A.
And then there's the SD slot in the center there. You can put an SD card in this and record with this. And then on the bottom,
USB-C, baby.
Yeah.
Did he give you the charger that quick charges it?
No.
Oh, you have a lanyard mount on that, don't you? There's a lanyard mount. Yes, I
do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I bought the aluminium one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Aluminium.
And let's see. Oh, and it's got the back button. So if you want to scroll back, you just press that.
If you hold the back button down and then press like record, it'll screen record. There's some pretty cool features built in by using that button along with the other buttons. You can you can take screenshots if you push that back button and the camera button. You can get a screenshot. There's a lot of cool stuff, and there's a lot of cool stuff. It's a really great controller. It's very versatile. You can even put Google Play Store on it if you dare, but I took it off the minute I started using the Fly app on it. The Fly app is very demanding of the processor. So the minute you're using like an Air 2, an Air 2S, a Mini 2, it's just a good idea to just abandon all that stuff and keep it bare bones so that the Fly app can basically have as much resources available as possible. That's just my tip. You don't have to listen to me, but you get lag. You notice lag. Who's what?
Yeah.
Check out the mouse on it, Art. Yeah.
Oh.
What mouse?
There's a mouse on it?
No.
Yeah, so I got another real estate gig.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. Monday, yeah.
You doing photos? Just photos or video or both?
Most likely photos, but it could be videos. Brad Alston, good to see you.
Hey, Brad.
And Drone Life RC. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Drone Life's the life for me. You should maybe do just do some video shots after you get your core stuff done, like the photos, and then maybe if you have time, mess around with some video, and then maybe show it to the client, and if they dig it, you might find, or maybe
that's what I might do,
or add it to your portfolio later on, so you can expand your
expand your
portfolio.
I've got a question. this friend of mine that I'm going on the shoot with, he's the photographer. Now he just takes
Ground shots.
photos of interior and the exterior.
Yeah, all the ground stuff.
So he wants to get a drone. He went on and he went to Trust and he passed it.
Cool.
I mean, but here's the deal: he's never had a Part 107 license.
So he
And
needs
I think
that
he
in
took
order
the
to-
recurrent.
How'd he do that?
I don't know. That's what I like to find out.
Wow.
Maybe
I didn't know you could
Brad could help.
Yeah,
Because
Brad, do you know? That's crazy. Brad just jumped in.
Yeah.
There. I don't know. I didn't think that was even possible. I mean, I never tried. I never tried. I just went, okay, I have to take the 107. So I took the 107, studied for it and all that stuff. And then planning on taking the recurrent, but I didn't know you could cheat and do that first. You know, that I'll bet you eventually that's what it becomes. It's just you take the 107, the recurrent becomes like the 107, you just kind of recharge it, recurrentify it, maybe.
Maddie says he ordered a hard copy of the Trust card.
That's cool. Really cool. I actually went into my office and I shrunk it down so that it would fit like business card size and then laminated it. So that's what I did with mine. But that's cool, Maddie. Do you have the linky for that, dude? Can you share the linky for that, Art?
For what?
Can Matt share the link for the?
Yeah, Matt. I believe Matt. So he's blue, so he ought to be able to share it.
Matt, was that uploaded? So you upload the.
He says
you probably upload the file, and then they turned it into a card for you for $8.
Mm-hmm.
I did something like that with an outside third party for my original registration when I got my Mavic Pro back like in 2017. Same thing. Right. I had a credit card made up, nice hard plastic card printed on both sides that had. Yeah. Now it's expired. I have a new one, but.
Yeah, I've got one too. I took the recurrent, and they don't send you another card. You just.
What do you mean?
That piece of paper that you. Yeah.
Oh no! You mean you have to use the same old card and then show the piece of paper as a?
I think so.
So you're gonna have like a stack of cards you have to have two cards always, the new recurrent and then the original FAA card. Well, that's a bummer. Yeah. Well, there it is. Matt put it up there.
Oh, okay.
Cool. What's that look like? Oh, that's cool, man. Oh, it's $9.97. They ain't $8. Or are they just charging me extra because they like me more? Not. Matt, it comes up as $9.97 US, but that's pretty cool, and it's still $10. It's worth it. That's really cool. Yeah. Because then you can kind of just carry it with your 107 card. Like I have a little credit card holder that I keep in my drone bag and keep all that stuff handy. So that would just be in.
Well, I just have to keep the printout.
It printed out in like 8.5 by 11. It was like, where am I gonna carry this thing? So I went into the office and shrunk her down and laminated it at work. It's okay, Matt. It's no work, Matt. Dude, it's all right. It's all good.
So yeah, here's my printout.
Yeah.
So I gotta keep that.
Matt's been a busy boy. I saw him on Fly Zone last night. He's a busy boy. Getting himself out there. Do you carry that around, Art? That's what you carry?
Yeah, that's what I got to start doing. Yeah.
There's got to be a better way.
Yeah, I'll put that in my bag with the drone.
Man, it's going to take up more space than a Mini 2. Kind of crazy.
Yeah. So, okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's a good idea, Matt. To keep all that stuff like it's just standard size hard cards makes perfect sense because it does get it's cumbersome to keep all your stuff organized. You know what's really hard? Keeping all your freaking camera and drone gear and all the accessories that are tied up with everything organized. How the flip do you do that? I have stuff everywhere.
Oh, I've
Oh
got
my
a
God.
canvas bag that I just about throw everything except my goggles
Oh my!
in.
I don't know how to. I'm
And
carrying too
it's
much
a
crap.
lot of crap to carry.
I am carrying too much crap around. Lori's like, "What are you doing?" Like, she caught me when I bought the Insta360 1X2. She's like,
Yep.
"Buy another camera." It's like, yeah.
Well, mine will carry my tripod, my
Yeah.
Osmo Pocket, my
Nice
2
and small.
GoPros,
Yep.
and a couple of smaller tripods. Hey, Greg, good morning to you, and Chris, Doc Murdoch, good to see you.
Good day, eh?
So
Good day.
got that, and then I put my controller in there, and with my FPV drone, it's got a little carrying case with the batteries and everything. So I got it. Oh, I gotta charge those batteries up tonight. Yeah.
Do.
So I don't know what the scoop is for tomorrow. If we're going fishing after, I probably won't go fishing because I got Art's place tomorrow.
Yeah, you do. Got to talk politics.
Yep. That's what I did earlier today.
I saw a dude. No, we won't talk about it. If I come on tomorrow or jump on the chat tomorrow, I'll tell you about the dude holding a big old flag up over the overpass while somebody had lost a tire. It was quite the shit show. It almost caused a few accidents because you got a distraction up high and there's a problem on the road down below. So people are looking up and they're missing the fact that there's a very large obstacle in the road in their path below. God, interesting.
Oh man.
There was another Kodak moment that I missed. I really need a dash cam, man. Be YouTube gold.
Oh,
The fish
Drone
bank.
Live says, yeah, there we go. Might be able to do that. With the...
Are you gonna get like an RC submarine with a camera on it? They call them water, drones, but
oh yeah,
submarine.
Jim has one. And he got the Dory, I think it is.
Cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool to have one of those. I do have a couple RC cars, and I got one set up with the FPV camera on it.
Oh, nice.
So
hey, I see Captain
tomorrow
Ray's
I might play around with that.
Captain Ray's in the house.
Captain Ray.
Bob Casey.
I saw his video catching the little fishies from his boat tied up to the dock.
Nice. Nice.
Pompanos, I think he was catching. Yeah.
Nice. What I started to say earlier was that Insta360 1X2, I bought that thing before Lori and I went up on vacation a few weeks ago for our 20th wedding anniversary. And like, she's like, she caught me looking at the how-to videos, but that's what I used to do that bobsled video that I popped up yesterday. I used that Insta360. That camera is so cool, man.
Yeah. That was cool. A great video that you did.
Oh, thanks. I was really glad we captured like our audio of like our reactions to the ride. Uh-huh. We both had mics on. We had Rode Wireless Go 2s on, and the guy that fit us with our helmets, they fit you with a helmet. And then I told the guy, I said, well, I have these lav mics. And he's like, are those wireless? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, that's Rode stuff. That's really nice. I use that stuff up at school. He's like, oh, I've got a deflector for the helmet. And like put this right, where the opening is for this opening in the helmet. Right here, there was like a deflector, a wind deflector. He said, we can snap the deflector on and mount the lav right behind it. And he said, you should get pretty good audio that way.
Oh, cool.
And that's how we got the audio. So then, and then the rest is history.
Oh, Michael. Fly Zone's Drones.
There he is. Yeah, see?
Bob Casey.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, Bob, do you have a brother, Ben?
Ben.
Yeah, you gotta be old if you know what Ben Casey is.
Well, you only have 16 likes so far, and you have 20 on. So what's the hold up here?
All right, come on, guys. Let's build those up. Let's get that
the benchmark,
train going.
The benchmark is 60.
There we go. Well, actually, it got up to 65 after the show.
Did it get that high? I
Yep.
can't remember now. I know we usually hit. Yeah, you did get past 60. I remember. I didn't know you got to 65. That's really cool. Really cool. Well, while I was waiting in the actually the waiting room yesterday for the trauma center, I made a new friend. Her name's Karen, and she and I sat there and we were shooting the crap because we had like 8 hours together, and she was watching my YouTube videos. And now I have another subscriber too, but it's pretty fun. She's like, "Wow, these are cool." She's like, and I was telling her what's involved with making them and stuff, and she had no idea, Art, how much work's involved with making videos. So I was like kind of showing her like, okay, yeah, to do this one, we had to do this and this and this with the cameras. There's like 3 cameras and the mics and stuff and editing. And she found it kind of fascinating. I wonder how many people watch our stuff and look at it and outside the drone community and don't realize the amount of work that goes into creating.
Right.
So when I told her, I said, it takes a creator. If you watch a video and it's 5 minutes long, it's probably 5 hours of editing, depending on the caliber of the video. She's like, no way. I was like, yeah, way. It's like, yeah, there's a lot. You have to add the music, pick out the music, add the music. Sometimes you'll have like a soundtrack with lyrics, and then you'll switch it up with the soundtrack without lyrics and have your voice tracks in between, sound effects.
Yep.
And then
that's true.
She's like, oh my God. So yeah, it was pretty cool. But anyway, that was kind of fun.
Yes, Doc is now a Smurf, and so is Lori.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Because I want to be on the Doc side.
Oh, thanks, Ray. That was seriously, I bought the Insta360 camera just for the bobsled, and then I figured I'll find other things to do with it, and I've already found a lot of. Oh my God, that camera is so versatile. It's so cool. It's like having a camera guy, like a little itty bitty camera guy all the time. He can look anywhere and get all the shots. It's the coolest thing ever. The only bad thing about it is you have to use their crappy app to like get the video rendered first before you can get to use it, like in DaVinci. Yeah, thanks, Michael. So, been smurfed. You got hit with the wrench. Been wrenched.
So yeah, I finally got the screws to replace the ones that were broken in my 5-inch FPV.
Yeah.
Put them all back in, got it all plugged in. Still no go.
Oh, come on now.
It just goes, and it won't go through the whole thing.
I don't know how to troubleshoot that, Art, or I'd help you with it.
Yeah, so I think I need a new board. Hey, let's welcome all the way from Lipa City.
He's in early.
Not Lima City in Peru, but Lipa City in the Philippines. James going to show off his waffle skills. Let's welcome James Tanner all the way from Lipa City.
It's breakfast time with Chef James.
It is breakfast time. You caught me early, so I only got the first 2 waffles. First 2 waffles. But I heard you guys talking about. I always put you on in the background. You're right here on the island right here.
Well, sure we are.
Yeah. So I was hearing Chuck talking about the bobsledding thing, and I wanted to, before you got too much further on into today's broadcast, I just wanted to chime in on that because I thought that was exceptional. I didn't know how you did.
Hi, Ness.
I didn't know how you did the camera moving in front of the guy that was the driver of your bobsled.
That was an Insta Yeah, that's an Insta360 1X2. So I had it on the selfie stick, which is invisible. The stitch line wasn't perfect. It's the first time. I didn't know what was an experiment. It was an experiment. Ooh, it
was awesome. It was. I sat there trying to figure out how is he doing it. You can't be doing this with post video editing and all that.
No, it was. I had it all planned. I planned it.
I said, "Who is that? Who's that outside?"
Somebody's unhappy.
No, somebody's walking around in the neighborhood. The dog.
You know, the only thing, James, I'm kind of bummed because, I mean, like I bought that camera about 2 weeks before we went on vacation, and I didn't have much time to play with it and figure it out. But I knew it was going to do what I wanted it to do. I talked to the team when we booked the ride. I talked to the team, made sure I knew the size of the roll bar. They told me the dimensions, so I had the right clamp to mount the camera onto it and everything securely. But I didn't know that for just another $60, I could have got a GPS transmitter to work with the camera that would have been in my pocket. So it had all the telemetry, it would have had the speed, it would have showed the course as we went down it. And I was like,
oh man,
so now I got to do it again.
Yeah. Well, you know, you the way you did it, and at the very end, you closed it out with a scene, and in the back of your mind, you're wondering, did you guys turn around and go back and write it again, or was this you just pulled the scene back in there from your earlier?
Pulled the scene back in, but it was different. I used some different angles and stuff. It was really fun.
It made you think, though.
Because they said we wanted to do it again, and we did want to do it again. Well, I think we want to do it on ice next time. We want to go up in the winter. They're converting it to ice right now. They already started.
Wow.
Yeah.
It takes them a couple of months.
I saw I guess you guys, what was it? It was like 52 point something seconds it took you to do the route. And that was pretty fast because you said the average is like 51 to 58 or something.
Yeah, we were on the low end. Our driver, Chris, was pretty damn fast. You'll notice if you watch close, he didn't touch anything. He never hit the sides. We had a really good driver. And so the 52 something is low. And I think up like 55 or something, he said, because they take you on a tour up the course. By the way, that was Lori's idea. She says, Chuck, you should film our ride up and use it because people want to see what's going on like the trip up the mountain and everything. And so we had like 6 minutes of video on the ride up. I'm like, well, I can't put 6 minutes in, but I can give like people a feel and show bits.
Oh, so I think you could have done 6 minutes on that one right there because most videos are like, well, most of them, it's like most of my videos are around 20-25 minutes. So I mean, 6 minutes up.
Yeah, I think I hit the key points though. So we hit the key points.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah,
you did. And I saw at the very end. I know you wanted to go back, but it looked like if you looked in Lori's eyes, it looked like Lori really wanted to go back on it more, I think, than you did.
She did. She told me before. She's like, "Did you know that they said it was 20% off if we go back and do it again?"
Yeah, I think what Thunderbird 6 says he hopes I got enough waffles for everybody in the chat room. Well, I don't have enough waffles, but I chopped that tree down in the back that's got the bananas, and I got like 100 bananas in the back.
No way.
They're yellow. And they're all yellow, and they're the big.
Oh no!
The bananas.
You're gonna be
the Cavendish variety. And I have so many. And what we're doing, we're giving away. We're giving.
You have to because they only have like about a week. Yeah. They last about a week.
Yep, or less because they get ripe. They get ripe
banana
so fast.
Bread for everybody.
They start getting mushy. They start.
Make banana
so
bread.
James, tell us about your raised bed garden after the typhoon.
Oh my God! Well, we're fortunate because that's the only thing that really happened here. The 4 bamboo posts and the top has netting, and across the backside, my grapevines go up the backside. They go up the backside, the grapevines, and then the dragon fruits. They're secured by roots to all the 4 bamboo posts that go to the top. And then they act like an umbrella, and they were full. They were so full of dragon fruit again right now.
Oh
and but what happened? What I did, and I knew it was going to have to be replaced at some point because the bamboo, I had it sitting in the soil in the garden, and it rotted. It was rotting out at the bottom.
Yeah.
And then we had about 100 kilometer, about 60 mile an hour winds, and it just knocked the whole thing just collapsed. The whole top collapsed. So the dragon fruits, most of them are still rooted, but it's like surgery trying to separate the roots that are on the bamboo pole. So I did as much as I could. I saved probably about at least 50% of them.
Oh, that's
and they're laying down horizontally on the ground right now. As a matter of fact, it forced the dragon fruit to become ripe much quicker. I got to go out there today and pick. There's about a dozen dragon fruit that are laying on the ground right now, so I got to pick those. So what I have to do is I have to put better support poles, either composite wood or
Yeah.
concrete or
Upgrade.
something else better. I need to get it back up because it's been so successful this year. I'm into my third or fourth harvest right now. Dragon fruit.
Right.
Just
Crazy,
this
man.
year in the past 8-9 months.
It's crazy.
But yeah, that was the worst that happened here. We had 2 trees fall down inside the subdivision, and they were one of them was a huge tree. I'm going to say the trunk on it was probably right around about 3 feet.
So what
And
allowed it to topple? Sorry.
Well, we had the typhoon. It pushed it, and the direction, because we went through 3 typhoons this past November, so, and it didn't bother it back then. But I think it all depends on the direction of the wind.
I thought maybe it's the moisture content of the soil. If it gets really soggy, then it.
That too. Well, that too, because
it's been really wet.
This has been a really wet, rainy season that we had here.
That kind of helps it along with the direction of the wind. That's what I was wondering, James, if that contributed.
Yeah, and the tree, it's not a mahogany tree. The mahogany trees are so strong around here. It wasn't a mahogany tree. I don't know the name of the tree, but it grows really huge. And it's one of those that has a very small taproot, very small, and it has feeder roots that go out to the side, and they're just on ground level,
Kind of like
a banyan tree.
And the way it fell, you have a street here, there's a house here on this side, and it was right on the corner, and the guy has a fence along the side, and when it fell straight back on the empty property, but some of the long limbs that were hanging out from it did a big dent in his fence. He has like a chain link fence. He does gardening.
I'd rather lose my fence than the house, though, if I had to choose.
Yeah. Well, he didn't lose that. And he just built like a little gazebo kind of a thing to do all his planting stuff in, and it just barely missed that. He was lucky. He dodged the bullet. But it's down, and the maintenance people went out there and they cut all the limbs off of it, and they're chopping it up right now. So it'll probably be done in about a week. Everything will be done. You won't even know that tree was ever there.
Wow.
Except for the guy's dented fence. That
stinks. But that's again, if you have to choose, I mean, if you're gonna sustain damage, like me on Tuesday, I would have much rather. Lori and I almost got hit by a guy parking his F-150 in super slow motion in Lake Placid on vacation. I would have much rather got scrubbed by that guy than what got done to me on Tuesday night. If I could have chosen, if I had to pick A or B, I'll take A. Just scuff me.
I heard you talking earlier about that, and you sent a picture out on something because I saw Facebook. Maybe it was Facebook or because I saw your trucks upside down, and I'm like, is that Chuck's? Is that Chuck's SUV? Is that his? I'm like,
you can see the Covaction sticker on the back of it. One shot. I took a whole bunch. Yeah, it's bad.
Well, I'm glad you're okay, and I'm sure you were wearing your seatbelts.
I was wearing my seatbelt. The air curtain bags that I used to say I hate those things. I love those things now. I mean, they kept this, intact. I'm really
has
sore.
Has it ever been intact? I mean, come on.
Not really. Not really. And the other thing that probably helped me is, they say drunk drivers never have injuries and accidents. And I think that's because they just don't care. I had no idea. I looked left, right, left, and then entered the intersection. It was clear. And then she was going so fast that I didn't see her off in the distance. And she came up on me so fast. I didn't know. I had no idea till the impact occurred that I was going to get hit. So I didn't tense up or anything in preparation. And I really believe that is why I'm not more tore up than I am, because if I had tensed up, it would have been really bad.
Yeah.
And I've already found another truck. So I have a new I'll have a new Covaction machine if the deal works, but I think it's gonna. You guys wish me luck on that, but it's
good luck.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
It's tough to find these things. I mean, there aren't many around, and there's a lot of demand. Supply and demand is, not in my favor. So
Well,
I'm happy to be
I'm
here.
glad. Yeah, I am glad. I'm glad we've both been blessed in the last two things, you and me both, on the
The
things that we just
storm was
kind of went through.
serious, yeah, and Johnny Drones, he's doing okay.
Yeah.
We've maybe the drone community is kind of, we have a good. Oh, look
Ooh.
at, I hate you. Hand those.
Yummy.
Bring them closer.
So I'm gonna have to cut this short. We actually have a very, very active
No.
day today.
No.
Yeah, so next week. I
No.
promise next week. Next week, and hold me to my promise. I'll be able to hang on for a while with you guys. But this morning, of course, I got the waffles. Normally after the waffles is when we go ahead and I chime in. But this morning it's a very active day for me. We have a house blessing. I don't know if you're familiar with house blessings in the
yep.
Philippines.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
girlfriend, she just had one Tuesday. And it was her daughter's birthday.
So,
Cool.
oh, wonderful. But the contractor that is actually helping me with the big project in the backyard back here, doing some of the work that we're doing back here, he's the one who built that house. He built the house, and the couple that own the house are actually subscribers of my channel, and they're down in Australia, and they're not here for the blessing, but the contractor and their family is actually works for the contractor over there too. So it's a kind of big family thing. So I'll be attending. That's at 11:30 this morning. And then today's really busy for me because today I have to have the plans prepared for the big project, for part of that
project,
for that contractor that's built that house over there. I have to present that to him tomorrow so that he can implement the plan that I'm putting together on Tuesday. Yeah, this contractor moves really fast. He pushes his people, and he does quality work, and
That's great.
that's why he can build a house in 6 months that's taken other contractors here a year and a half to build the same exact kind of house. His schedule is crazy how quick he gets.
cracks.
Like he's pushing me like crazy. I told him yesterday. He came over here. He said, "Okay, my guys will be there on Monday. They'll be there on Monday. We're going to do the form work for this." I'm like, "Dude, I don't even have the plan yet for you. How are you going to do that?" He said, "Okay, we'll wait till Tuesday then." I'm like, "Okay, I'll have the plan for you on Monday. He'll come over and we'll." I said, "You come over on Monday."
No, I'm laughing. Freaking Chris. Chris is yanking my chainies. He's taking the piss on me, as they would say in the UK. He's taking the piss and telling me that, he's holding off on the swing set thing for a couple of weeks, given the circumstances.
And I update. I still don't have my controller, my replacement controller
controller
for the air.
Smart controller.
Oh, I saw.
Yeah. Show them, Art.
Is that really a smart controller?
It's a freaking smart controller. All the cool cats have smart controllers. What's your
somebody donate? Did somebody donate that to you?
No, I traded my Autel Evo for it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Because I joined this group called the Flight Club, and we meet every Sunday morning at Adams County Fairgrounds. And we go fly, camera drones and FPV drones.
Well, I got to tell you, this is historical. This is the first time.
Oh, coffee too? Damn you.
This is the first time I've been on your show ever before my first cup of coffee for the day.
Well, the least you can do is beam one over here, man. I need a cup.
So you can see where my priorities are. This is, my Sundays aren't complete without coffee and been hanging out with you guys here this morning.
Well, listen, see, Lori's going to take over for the swing set mission. She's going to do it. She's downstairs. Sweet. Okay, Lori, I've got the goggles. And then I've got the controller. And
are you ready? Are you ready to fly my drone? Lori's going to be flying the drone through the swing set.
And everybody's
You think-
watching on here.
I can
You know,
see it.
Lori,
These were
if you accept the
fun.
challenge, bring it. This thing is, I've had this thing since March. If you wrap it around the swing set, I'll just be sure to film it. It'll be YouTube gold regardless. If you make it through, yay. If you crash it, we'll fix it. You ready?
Don't let me drive the car.
I-
You don't let me drive my car when you're there.
Oh, see,
Where?
I told
When
you,
you're
James, the
with
minute
me.
you let her
Oh,
freaking
look
star
what
on
you
YouTube,
did.
what was going to
Look.
happen? Told you.
Look what you did. Look
I
what
told
you
you.
did.
See, the minute you let her star in the video, and now look, now she's got the spotlight bug.
Yeah, she is. But we're gonna put her in
Yes.
more in the upcoming videos. But anyway, I'm
Hey,
going
Mass.
to close here. I'm gonna pop out. We're gonna go eat. We'll continue watching you, but we need to eat these
Okay.
Can't hear me,
waffles
could she?
before they
It's
get
about
too
time
cold.
to do the drawing for the toffee. So everybody get their numbers in. Pick a number
I'm outta here,
between
guys.
1 and 50.
Yeah, pick a number and what, Lori? Rubber Man. Oh, that's right. Now I'm nicknamed Rubber Man because I survived being bounced around in my truck. Well, I used to call Lori the Rubber Woman because she was in a couple of nasty accidents, but she said I beat her on this. I set the bar pretty high this time, so I don't think she wants to try to outdo it. 1 to 50. Nice, Matt. So yeah, I think Lori could probably do the swing set thing, but I think she's going to need to practice a little bit first. But once she gets the hang of it, I'll bet you she can fly that thing better than I ever could dream of flying it. How much do you want to bet? That girl's she's got skills.
Ray, pick again. Okie Tom's already got 44. Alrighty, let's get that. All right, everybody. The window has closed. We are about to pick a winner.
Olaf Fly Zone sneaking at 47, right? Oh, where's the wheel, Art? I don't see it. There we go.
About there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's spin that wheel.
How many numbers did Ray pick? 44.
Number 44. And I believe the winner is Okie Tom. Again.
Yeah. Again. What? Dude. I get run over by a Tahoe and this guy wins taffy 3 weeks in a row or whatever. It's just, some people got it and some people are me.
Congratulations, Tom. You are the winner, and I have your address.
Congrats, man. Guy's going to OD on toffee.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Tom, did you get the toffee yet that you won last week? And let me know which one I got you, and I'll send you the other one. If you got dark chocolate, I'll send you milk chocolate. Nice. Unless you like the dark chocolate or prefer dark. Yeah.
Recovery One drone snuck in here during the wheel spin, I think. So how you doing, man? Yep. That is crazy that he won again. That's awesome. Yep. But crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was the one that won the power bank.
Yeah, this dude is just blessed.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okie Tom, how far are you from me? I need somebody to co-pilot me when I drive to keep me safe because I don't need this to happen again. Maybe I can just get a cardboard cutout of him and put it in my truck. Maybe that'll work.
There you go.
I'll take whatever I can get.
Yep. He's down there in Oklahoma, so he's what part of Oklahoma are you in? I'll have to look that up.
He's out there with 10 toes. He's kind of hanging around with 10 toes then. I haven't seen 10 toes in a while. Has he been out?
Yeah, he's up in Bartlesville. Oh, he's over there.
Northeast.
Yeah. Yeah, he's over there near the Arkansas border. So what's the big city he's near? He's
the mat. Everybody's taller than me, pretty much.
well, he's almost straight east of Tulsa,
Okay.
just north of Highway 412 and just east of Highway 59.
So Okie Tom, have you flown any oil rigs or anything? That'd be some pretty cool stuff.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Wouldn't that be cool? Dude, you got to do some oil rig flying. That's kind of like bridge porn, but like oil rig porn. That'd be cool.
Well, you know what? We've got oil rigs around here, but they call those the bobbers. You know, the ones, the pumps that go up and down. You know what I'm talking about, Chuck?
Wait, what? Take me. I was looking at Ray's message for a second.
Oh.
Anyway, so what were you saying, Art? I squirreled on you.
We've got some oil rigs here in Colorado. They're the kind that bob up and down.
Yeah, that's like the quintessential standard, you know, the rig that kind of like cranks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It'd be cool to like film those, maybe, but not just film them straight on, but like maybe orbit them while they're going up and down.
Yeah.
That'd be just cool.
But there's a problem. I tried to do that once.
Yeah.
They're geofence.
Oh, really? But so
I think
what about
maybe
like
the
Mavic
one
2
that
Zoom? Could you get
because it would? Well, I had my Mavic Air, and it just wouldn't take off.
How big is the geofence? Because like if you could use like a zoom lens or like get like zoom footage, you might be able to get outside the perimeter of the geofence and still get the shot.
Well, now that I have a smart controller with my Air 2.
Same rules though, but if you could see how
I
far
could
out
do
you have
that.
to be. Yeah, just maybe zoom in a little bit. I mean, don't go crazy, but that would be cool stuff. I guess I understand why they're geofence though.
Yeah, because those could be
yeah.
Those are pumps. Yes,
yeah, man.
I know.
Liquid gold.
Texas tea.
Tell you about a story about
star.
Tell you a story about a man named Jed.
Poor mountaineer who barely kept his family fed.
There you go.
Went shooting like a fool up from the ground. Come a bubbling crude. Oil,
that is. Texas tea.
Texas tea.
Wow, we're dating ourselves now, dude. Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore. Remember Grandma? Grandma cracked me up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They just don't make TV like that anymore. They just can't. Oh, good stuff.
Yeah. Now everything. Well,
that was all syndicated back when we were kids already. That stuff was old. You know, like the Munsters and the Addams Family and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
McHale's Navy. Did you know that Gilligan's Island actually hit #1?
Really?
Yeah, just that one season, and then it ended up 49th, and it almost bumped Gunsmoke off, but
that was on the same time as Gunsmoke.
Well, it was on the same network.
Okay.
Yeah. So it couldn't be on the same time.
Not the same
time. So
time.
they were going to get rid of Gunsmoke, keep Gilligan's Island, and the studio exec's wife said, "No, Gunsmoke's my favorite." So they Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan? All right. So was it Ginger or Marianne, Art? Ginger or Marianne?
Oh, it's Marianne.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Girl next door.
But I saw a video on YouTube. There were 10 scripts that were ready to go. Actually, they were more like ideas. There were going to be 10 more shows.
Yeah.
And Ginger was going to get booted off the island. Actually, she's going to get
Wow.
rescued and left everybody. But two more people
Tina, that was
were going to
Tina.
be
That was
end up
Tina.
on-
What was her Tina? What was her last name?
Tina Louise.
Tina Louise. That's it. Yep.
Yep.
Man.
She hated working that show.
Yeah. That was a fun show. As a kid, I loved watching that.
Yeah.
And then my sister was 4 years older than me. She's like, have you ever noticed? Did you ever wonder how they went on a 3-hour tour and had like 6 years worth of clothes?
Yeah.
And now I know why, because don't get mad, Lori, but I've seen the way you pack. You remember like they did the stage and they had all the clothes stitched in to make the curtains? They had a lot of spare clothes.
Well, actually, Natalie Schaefer was older than Jim Backus.
And Jim Backus was the voice of Mr. Magoo in the
That's right.
Animated Mr. Magoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's awesome.
And yes, that's right.
Lovely.
Marianne for the win.
Lovely. Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely.
Yeah. Oki wrote that about the same time I was probably saying it, but he's delayed a smidge. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, she held up pretty good. Marianne's held up
Yeah,
pretty
she
good.
did. She's been in films since the 40s.
That's amazing, honestly.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Alan was like
Alan Hale.
Alan Hale was the skipper.
The skipper.
Skipper.
Yeah.
He's
Bob
gone.
Denver as Gilligan.
Yep,
I
he had to
knew
start leaving
his
shirt out.
son.
Really?
I was
now?
friends with the son.
Cool.
His son played Gilligan in a couple episodes.
No way.
Yeah, remember Jack and the Beanstalk?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Skipper was the giant, and he was chasing the little Gilligan.
And
that was his son.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's such good trivia.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I remember when Gilligan got a little chunky, he couldn't tuck in his shirt anymore, so they left his shirt up. Or they left his shirt untucked. And he started to get a little pudgy.
And hey, we got Johnny DRC. Welcome. Good to see you. And Thunderbird, the professor. Thermonuclear reaction.
I love the professor. He was like, maybe it's because I did have the knack even back then, because I always wanted to be like the professor, because I thought really cool I could turn anything into something.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's what inspired me to kick out the windshield and get the hell out of my truck the other day, I think. Or maybe it was just some good movies, but that was my finest hour. Kicked my way out of my truck. Damn it all.
Okay, so here's some more trivia. The guy that played Gilligan, what was the show that he was on before that?
I don't know. Does the chat know?
Dobie Gillis.
Oh, you didn't let the chat answer.
Well, because I'm quicker than the chat.
Because you're a superstar.
Because I'm smart.
Because you're a superstar.
The professor.
Yeah, he was. He was like he's like MacGyver's dad.
Yeah.
I love MacGyver too, but that makes sense because hell, I fixed the lock set up at the house we rented in Lake Placid with like a ballpoint pen spring. I'm serious. It took me like 5 minutes to like take it all apart. I was like, I know what I need. I went out to the truck and I grabbed an old my truck that's now destroyed, but I had the ballpoint pen out of it, and then maybe that's what destroyed it. Maybe that was its secret power, and I took it away and it got destroyed after. Anyway, I fixed the lock, so that was good. What was the skipper's first name?
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh God! Now, Kira Show, Maynard G. Krebs was Bob Denver's character. He was the beatnik. He had that goatee, and his buddy worked at the grocery store.
Now that I don't remember. Because I was
Jonas. Yes, you're right.
Ooh.
Thunderbird. Jonas was the skipper.
Doc Murdoch, I am not a Mopar guy. I am a Chevy boy. I'm a bow tie brigade guy. So I don't do darn old dirty gas eaters. If you can't dodge it, ram it kind of things. Nope. But that's cool. It's still part of the big three, but yeah, I'm not a Dodge dude. Chevy dude all the way. Like Chris. Go back to Chris's avatar for a second. What he just posted. Check out his hat. No.
Oh, yeah.
That's stock. Yeah. Nope. Chris and I see eye to eye on this, man. He's a Chevy boy too. He's bow tie brigade. Got his big old he's got the racing bow tie, the red racing bow tie in his hat. That's where it's at, brother. Well, you shouldn't have done that. I'm not saying the Cummins is bad. The Cummins is all right.
What was Skipper's last name? Wow.
I don't know any of this trivia. Pardon me. Oh, it's been a rough week. Sorry.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
And you didn't get any meds out of that? I thought you'd get some pretty cool stuff like some Valium or Vicodin or something.
Like I've always avoided meds, and like I'm more of a holistic kind of dude. I don't like that. I figure that's more like the root cause is whatever the root cause is, and meds aren't usually the fix. They're more like a bandage. I kind of go after a true fix for things, and that's usually
well,
holistic.
I mean, if you're in really bad hurt, those things are good to help you along. And then once it just gets to be where it just more annoying, then you don't need it.
I'm not that bad off though, but I'm actually I'm not taking any Tylenol or anything like that. But I know where I stand with stuff, and it's workable. I'm more concerned about if there's any leaky going on and like around the large intestine.
400,000 miles on it. Wow.
That's amazing, honestly. That's very impressive. Almost 500,000 miles ago. So you must not have got anywhere near this Tahoe that found me this past week. That's all I can say. Watch out for those stray Tahoes.
Yeah.
Dangerous. Driven by crazy women.
Yeah.
She has two kids. We stalked her on Facebook. We found her, and Lori's like, yeah, I gotta call the precinct and see have you guys issued any tickets yet for her? Because and were her kids in the vehicle? Because that's reckless endangerment, and she deserves. Yeah, she's got about 4 or 5 tickets queued up in my mind. So I want to see some ticket action. I want to help that city make some money. Before I sue them.
And some points.
Before I sue them.
Yep.
What was the professor's name? Yeah.
Oh, the professor's name was... What was it?
These are good questions. Got to cheat? Googling it? That's not fair. Oh, Thunderbird already answered it. Thunderbird answered it in the chat. It's Roy Hinckley, huh? Russell Johnson? Which is it? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Marianne was the star, Chris. How did we get on Gilligan's Island? That's my fault.
Okay. The skipper was Jonas Grumby.
Jonas Grumby.
And Gilligan is Willie Gilligan. Never used. Mr. Howell is Thurston Howell the third.
Right, and Lovey.
Mrs. Howell was Eunice Wentworth Howell, or Lovey.
Wow, I knew Lovey, but not her formal name. I believe
Ginger was Ginger Grant.
Yes.
The professor was Roy Hinckley.
Yep, and Thunderbird 6 had
Marianne
that
was
nailed.
Marianne Summers.
Ooh, Summers. Wonder if she's related to Suzanne Summers. But she was hotter than Suzanne Summers. There was just something about Marianne that was just
Yeah.
girl next door smoking hot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Must have been the white shorts.
Yeah.
The white shorts. You know, Gilligan's Island, I think the actual island shot was done in the Caribbean because Lori and I went on a couple of snorkeling cruises out in the BVI, like the British Virgin Islands. I
That
thought they pointed out
island
that
that
was
you
the
see
island.
is
Yeah,
Chinaman's Hat off the
Chinaman's
coast
Hat.
of Hawaii.
It is now. Then why did so the guys lied to us on the boat tour? Oh no, I got it confused. That was where they did the Corona ad, you know, with the 2 beers on the beach. That was in the Caribbean in the BVI because we trolled by that thing. There was another island that said kind of resembled Gilligan's Island, but it's not. Yeah, that's what's going on. Chinaman's Hat, huh?
Yep.
That was probably all filmed in a studio, wasn't it? That stuff was all.
Yeah, it
filmed in
was. They had a back lot where they were.
It's pretty
Those
cool.
studios had huge lots where they,
Yeah,
like Hogan's Heroes. That was a big, huge lot.
Oh my God, Hogan's Heroes.
Yep.
Schultze and Bob Crane.
Bob Crane.
Oh, he's
Werner
genius.
Klemper. And Leon Askin.
Who played
who
Schultze?
played General Burkhalter.
Who played Schultze?
That'd be John Banner.
John Banner. I know
Yep.
nothing.
I know nothing.
They do not make TV like that anymore.
The only one left is Robert Clary.
And who did he portray?
LeBeau.
I don't remember him. The French guy?
Yeah.
I don't.
He was actually a concentration camp survivor.
Oh, I do remember that little bit of trivia.
Yep.
Colonel Clink.
And you know,
Stalag 13,
just about
wasn't it?
all of those guys were from Germany during the war. Werner Klemper, his dad was a orchestra conductor. John Banner was from Germany. He left. Oh boy, and Leon Askins, who played General Burkhalter, he also from Germany.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, you know, I worked with an engineer back in 2001 who was a young boy during the Holocaust, and he had the tattoo like right here.
Right.
He had his number tattooed on.
Yep.
He was Arthur Arnson. That guy was a flippin' genius. That guy was so damn smart. Taught me so much.
Yeah.
He's forgotten. Well, he's gone now. So I guess that's what he said. But yeah, anyway, he's the guy who gave me that line. Arthur Arnson is the guy who told me, you know, the second thing to go with old age is memory. I can't remember what the first thing is. So I say that a lot. That's from him. Uh-oh. You might have you got a train going? You got $2 from World
hey, Drone Worlds. All right, here we go. I gotta go and got it.
Hey, you. Check. I need a train whistle. Where is one?
I can't get the. There we go.
About damn time, Art. What was the holdup?
Well, I hit the button. It's just like
the
a delay. Let's keep that going, guys.
That's like using a smart controller with your Air 2S. Just super delayed. Kidding. Yeah.
Cool.
Keep it going.
Let's keep it going, guys.
What's the holdup? And where are we at for likes? So that we gotta tag team that too. We're only we're at 26. You're about
we're
halfway.
27 now. Let's get that up to 30.
30.
And
okay. We'll go.
Who's going to give 30 at 30?
30 at 30?
Yeah, there you go. How about Doc Murdoch? How about 30 at 30? We get 30 lights. You could give me $30.
Who's Lake Pilot?
Oh, Lake Pilot, good to
Hey.
see ya. Another great show. Oh yeah, I forgot to put that up there.
Super sticker. Hey, we're past Labor Day, so YouTube should start to pick up, right, Art? Things should start to
Yep.
pick up. Cool.
Actually, I went down a tiny bit, but I'm starting to get back up. I was at 1450, and then I dropped down to 1446. Now I'm up to 47.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
I think I'm at
cool.
503. I'm at like 503.
Oh, thank you.
I heard. Who did that?
That's Robbie. That's that guy's name.
Nice. Very cool.
Yes.
I heard a rumor, I think it was from Geeks Fauna, that YouTube is going to change
Walter.
the community tab. What about Walter?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What about Walter?
Oh, that's what it said on the PayPal. It said sent by Walter.
Oh. What I was going to say is I heard from Geeks Fauna that YouTube is going to lower the community tab requirement from 1,000 subs to 500.
Oh, wonderful.
Next month.
Awesome.
I know it's going to help a lot of us. Like me, my channel's just broken 500, so I'll get the community tab, and that's like that's a huge help to a channel to have that. That's a really good tool to be able to use to kind of get in touch with everybody and grow. I'm super excited. I'm going to get that. That's like really super cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Not that I want to be happy with 500 subs, because I'm not. I want more.
Well, you keep putting out great content like you have. You'll get there.
I think so.
And also using the correct keywords are
that's
the
tricky
key
stuff. That is important. Yep. Keith and I have talked about that a lot. But you know what? Like just the drone community has really put me on the map, and I can't say enough about just everybody in it. It's like I mean really most of my subscribers are drone dudesies.
He said quit rolling.
Oh, dude. Well, maybe if I had a dash cam, it would have been all right.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did vlog some afterwards, but I don't know if I want to put it on. I'm pretty shell shocked when I did the vlogging, and the police officers were looking at me. I'm holding my phone out. That's all I had. And they're like, my sister-in-law, my wife were watching me, and they said, we're watching the officers. They're like looking at me like, what is he doing? Is he vlogging? Maybe I should put it out there. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Seriously, thanks, man. It's pretty bad. It's still not right, but it's we'll get back. I'm a lucky dude. Most people don't walk away from something like that.
Yeah.
And here I am talking to you. I'm not in a hospital. I'm not in the morgue. I'm not broken up. Seriously. So, one guy walked by me. He says, hey, I helped pull you out of your truck. And it was one of the homeless dudes that hangs out of the church at the corner.
Wow.
There were two, and I recognized them both. It's like, these are the dudes that like you drive by in the morning. You're like, what a bunch of deadbeats. What good are they in society? These two of those guys pulled me out of my truck. And then like the one guy, both of them actually at different points came up to me and said, hey, I'm glad, how you doing? You okay? And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to be okay. And they're like, well, I help pull you out. And I was like, and I just stuck my hand. I'm like, dude, man, God bless you. Thank you so much. It's like, and that was so, I think that's the lesson I took away was like, like we're all kind of, we're all the same, right? I mean, like, I'm not better than these guys. I'm luckier. I'm not better than them. And I'm not going to cry when I say it this time. I did earlier when I was talking about somebody else, but seriously, I mean, like they didn't know if my truck was going to blow up or anything. They didn't care. They pulled my ass out of my truck. I thought that's pretty damn cool. So I've had an awakening.
They weren't like tweaking on you?
Well,
It didn't
seriously,
smell
Art.
like alcohol.
No, seriously, that's pretty cool. It's just pretty cool. So the one guy asked me if I believed in God after that, and I was like, yeah, yep.
Mm.
And I believe that Chevrolet has some pretty kick-ass engineers. And he's like, what? I said, yeah. I said, I believe in God and that Chevrolet has some really kick-ass engineers.
Mm-hmm.
So
Chris said I would buy them a burger.
I probably will do something. I was gonna talk to the church and see if I could like do like a
Don't
pizza day.
give them money.
No, pizza.
Yeah.
Food.
And you know, really, you shouldn't feed them because we got a park
Pizza.
downtown Denver that just closed because the homeless got, excuse me, out of control, where they had a problem with rats and mice and feces and needles all over the place. And there have been several assaults there. So, yeah, they're going to fence that off and they're going to go in and clean it up. They're going to install better surveillance cameras around there because it's like right next to the city and county building. It's in between the city and county building and the Capitol. Yeah. It's just, I mean, the homeless problem here in Denver is really.
You guys have it. You have it worse than us.
Yeah.
Syracuse has a pretty substantial homeless community, and I don't. It's so damn cold here. I mean, you gotta feel.
Well, it gets cold here too.
Yeah, I know it does. It's just.
But I mean, you know, our winters are pretty mild.
Yeah. I was kind of too shell shocked to really get into it too deep with those guys, but I probably it's kind of a bummer because it was an opportunity to really talk to them and figure out, you know, so like, you know, what could I do to help you kind of get on your feet? Like, you know, I've got connections and stuff. Can I help you hook up with a job or like what, you know? I don't know.
That's true. It's not only just drug addicts, but it's also people with mental
That's the bigger
issues.
problem that I didn't really understand for a long time. Is a lot of them they just have mental issues and they're not getting the attention or the help that they need, and then they're not really fit to do a job. I mean, they look like me. I mean, maybe you'd guess because, you know, I've never been right in my skull anyway, but you wouldn't think I'd rolled over in my truck like a few days ago and got hit by somebody doing 70, would you? I mean, I'm not all bruised up or anything. So like, you can't always you can't judge a book by its cover. That's the old saying.
You're right, Johnny. You know, I had this brilliant idea the other day.
It's true, Johnny. I know. Yeah.
Go down there by the highway where a lot of the, you know, panhandlers go, and hold up a sign that says, don't give me money, I need subs for my channel. ArtCo Drone Solutions. See if that'll work. That might get people go, oh.
Yeah. I guess you should save this for the show tomorrow, huh? It's kind of more political, I suppose.
There we go.
I was just saying
that
I was just saying that I think I misjudged some people because there are good people and, you know, everywhere. That's kind of cool.
Well, you're right, Robert. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I just wish they hadn't pulled me out so damn fast because it was like going across a cheese grater across all that broken glass.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it's a little rough. My belly looks like that too. So I'm healing up nice though, but I still got like some stuff going on with my thumb and that. It's like a little. It's like I think there could be glass in my hand that's slowly working its way out. I looked like a glitter doll, like when I got in the ambulance. Everything was sparkly. I was covered in like little.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was like, it looked like a glitter doll.
Yep.
Freaking tempered glass is nasty.
Yep.
Stuff was everywhere. There's still truck glass on the sidewalk. Lori knows the other day. She says, "Look, some of your truck glass is still on the sidewalk." That shit's kind of
I'm
sacred.
surprised they haven't swept that up.
They did sweep up, right? I watched them sweep, but I guess they did a half-assed job.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Half-assed job. I saved my sunglasses. I still have my Ray-Bans.
Oh.
They were in the corner of the driver's side windshield where it meets the road, and I found them. I looked through the truck. I crawled into my truck after to see if I could get anything loose, and everything was scattered about because it was like taking a truck and just shaking it.
Yeah.
So I found my Ray-Bans, and I was really happy because those are from like 1980 something. They're like, I've had them forever. So it's kind of nice to find them because if I hadn't found them and they rolled the truck over, they would have been destroyed. And then here's a sort of funny story. The Rode Wireless Go 2 microphone comes with like this pouch, and it's about about the size of maybe 4, 5, 6 inches long, whatever, to put your microphones in the receiver. And I lost it, and I reached out the Rode last weekend. I'm like, I can't find this thing. I think I lost it. Can I buy another one? And they hadn't written back to me. Well, when I rolled the truck, guess what turned up? So I guess if you lose something in your vehicle, just roll it over. You'll find it.
There you go.
And that wasn't the only thing that turned up. But here's another safety tip. Lori pointed this out. She's like, you have that fire extinguisher in the back. You had that kind of like secured, didn't you? She said, what if that fell on your head when the truck rolled over? I said, yeah, that would have hurt. It's like, but so never, not that this is going to happen on a regular basis, but tie all your stuff down. just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. That's my safety tip for the night, Art. Tie your stuff down in your vehicle. Yep. And have a garbage bag. I had a garbage bag somehow, and I put all my crap in a garbage bag, carried it away with me like a homeless dude to my sister-in-law's car. What's this? Good point. Yeah. The fire extinguisher was under my. I have the folding rear seats that you can store crap under. Man, I had a lot of crap in that truck. I had to get out of there. I was really.
You remember station wagons that had the seat that pointed rearward?
Yeah, I could watch traffic behind us. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And then it had a crank, and you could roll down that window.
Yeah, you could crank the window down. It was awesome.
You could sit back
real
there,
safe, right?
Throw shit out there at the car.
Real safe, Art. Yeah, man. I used to love sitting in that back seat and like watching traffic going the wrong way. That was the best. Yeah. What a safety hazard. What about, I never was in a vehicle with a rumble seat though. Remember the rumble seat cars? Like you see them in
the old Model A's.
Yeah, the street rod dudes still have them. That is super cool. Rumble seat.
I had a friend that had a T-bird or a T-bucket. That's what he had.
Yeah, they're very. Yep. I have a friend who just sold his. He's a video guy. He's never gotten into drones, but he video recorded my wedding. He and another guy, but yeah, he had one and he got rid of it. Those are really, really cool.
You know how high the seats are?
No,
not very high. It's almost like sitting on the floor when you're driving around.
That's like riding in a Pontiac Fiero. They're kind of low to the ground.
Oh, that'd probably be just the right size for me.
William, what's up?
Hey, Bill. You missed the train, Bill.
You could start it again.
Come on. Let's get it up to 30. 30 subs. We are at 30 subs. All right. Who wants to chip in 30 for 30?
Don't everybody speak at once. Maybe it's twice.
All right, we're halfway to 60, guys. Let's get those lights in.
I know DJI's been slow on releasing like the Mini 3 and the Mavic 3, but what do you guys make of this Osmo Mobile 5 thing?
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Art?
I saw that, and boy, Ken Heron's like big whoop.
Really? It's smaller, lighter, and it has a telescopic. Oh, really, Robert?
Wow. Ooh, Toyota Highlander. That's a big car.
That how fast? Because that's exactly what happened to me. She there was no red light because the light had no power. It was out, and the woman in the freaking Tahoe basically
Oh,
never
so it was
stopped.
like a four-way stop.
Well, it's treated as a four-way stop. Yeah,
Yep.
supposedly for those who know how to flip and follow the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. A Mack truck, huh? I can't compete with that, but holy crap, man, Johnny.
Oh,
What the hell?
T-bone. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, that won't even roll you. They just push you. I don't.
Yeah.
So like, so Robert, how, like my vehicle got pushed into the next lane over, so probably about 7 feet, and then went one over on its side, just a 180 on its roof, and stopped. Fortunately, before I got to the fire plug and
Fire
the hydrant. Yeah, the plug.
hydrant. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the freaking colossal steel light pole thing. That would have been great to hit. So yeah, I don't think that would
Lady
have
was
gotten
going
out of my way.
40. That's still pretty fast.
A Highlander's a big rig. That's like the size
Yep.
of a Tahoe, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, 31. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get it to 40.
Well, I got railed. This woman admitted she was speeding, but I don't know if the officer heard her say it, but she definitely said it.
Mm.
Wish I recorded all this crap.
You're right, Bob. Don't forget what happened.
That's right. Hard to believe it's 20 years ago.
I know.
And
you said you were on a honeymoon in Hawaii.
We were on our honeymoon. We delayed it 2 weeks on purpose. And so Lori had this vision while we were on the plane in Syracuse. We boarded the plane in Syracuse to go on our honeymoon. She's like, and we're sitting there waiting to depart. And she's like, I had this really weird vision, Chuck. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah. I saw all these people running and everything in New York City. It was like dust and all this stuff. And I'm like, buildings falling. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, it's really disturbing. And this was on the 8th, 9th, the 8th of September 2001.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, that's a horrible dream. Well, I didn't know that she had a vision. She had a freaking vision. This woman is scary. Anybody in the chat, don't mess with my wife. She's scary. Freaking empath. Yeah, she's an empath. She's told me some stuff too. Some stuff I like to hear, some stuff I don't. She predicted that this would happen to me with the truck, not this exact thing. She said, you're probably gonna have a really bad accident before we go to Scotland. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I am not. I'm being careful.
Uh-oh.
You be the judge.
Well, ask her, will Art be a millionaire?
She's not good at picking lottery numbers either, dude. She has the weaknesses in the wrong spots. I'm like, okay, well, if you're so great, where are these lottery numbers? I need to know. Because it doesn't work that way.
Oh, wow. Robert was stationed in Saudi Arabia.
Holy crap. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember Lori and I were going snorkeling on 9/11. So when you're in Hawaii, you're 6 hours behind. So by time we got up at 6:30, which is 12:30 Eastern. So it all had happened. It was all over. They were showing replays of the towers and everything. And we just got up and we're heading to go snorkeling. We heard all about it. It was really freaky. It's really freaky to be like delayed like that and find out. And it's almost like War of the Worlds. It was really bizarre. But I think every single person in the chat and you remember exactly where you were when you heard this news. And
I was at work, and it was in the morning. Typical fall morning. Someone said, "Turn on the radio." A plane just hit the World Trade Tower, and I thought, "Oh, what? Maybe a private plane?" Because I was thinking about that B-25 that crashed into the Empire State Building during World War II, and I was
I don't remember
thinking something like that, a small plane.
that. Okay. Yeah.
And then, so I turned on the radio, and about a half hour later, I heard another plane hit the other tower. And I mentioned that. I said, another plane has crashed into the other tower.
Now it's not a
And the
coincidence.
whole room was quiet.
Yeah, because now it's real. I mean, it was real before, but to have two, you know that something serious is going on.
Carol, my coworker who was in the station opposite me, she was just crying. And boy, I'll
Lori
never
broke
forget.
down. Lori broke
Yep.
down. We were in our little Mustang convertible, and Lori broke down. And I was just mind blown that like
Yep.
this can't be real. This is like no way.
Then,
yeah.
about a week or so later, the owner of the company came down and talked to us, and I raised my hand and I said, "Are we going to be switching over from making braces to munitions for the war?" Because I was thinking, like, what happened
an
during
actual
World
war.
War II, that this was World War III.
Could have been.
It's not a nuclear war, it's a conventional war. We're going to be converting civilian production into war production. That's what I thought. He said, "Well, we don't know yet, but I kind of doubt it." Wow.
Yeah. Well, didn't the Taliban have something to do with the first bombing of the World Trade Center? Like in the basement, they drove the
No, that
rental
that
truck.
was
That's
someone
another
else. That was
organization.
the blind sheikh.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay, because I
Yeah.
vaguely remember. I was pretty young when that happened, but that was freaky. That
was in '93.
Yeah.
It was, I think it was February of '93, where they
drove
had a
in with
truck filled with
Mhm.
anhydrous ammonia and hydrogen and blew
Isn't
it
that
up. I mean,
similar to what
1,500 pounds of that stuff.
that was similar to what they did at Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
yeah, same idea. There's a
And then we
crazy-
had the Kobar Tower bombing, and then we had before, almost a year before 9/11 was the attack on the USS Cole. They
Oh, that's
killed
right. They blew a hole clear in that thing. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Bastards. Punched a
Does
hole right
anybody in the chat know what the significance of the date 9/11?
other than 911.
No. September 11th has a significant date among the Muslims.
Rosh Hashanah?
No, that was last week.
Okay, I'm wrong then.
Last week. That's Jewish.
Bob is on a freaking rampage here. He's like, he's on a political rampage. Dude, you got to save that fire for tomorrow, brother. He's on a rampage.
All right, let's go back to 1683. What happened on that day?
If only I paid attention in history class. And
the Christians defeated the Muslims at Vienna.
Oh.
The Ottomans were at the gates of Vienna, and they defeated them, and they pushed them all the way back to, Serbia and Yugoslavia.
Wow. So, and they're very, like, specific with dates. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
That's the connection.
And you know what 1492 has to do with this? Besides Columbus.
I was going to say that's Columbus and the pure. Yeah.
That was the year
Santa Maria and
the Spanish kicked the Muslims out of Spain. Spanish Inquisition.
The Inquisition. I learned most of my history in History of the World Part 1 with Mel Brooks. The Inquisition. Let's forget the Inquisition. Lookouts and okay, forget it. Sorry. Zoom tangent.
So you could say that 1683 was the beginning of the downfall of the Ottoman Empire, which ended after World War One.
You are full of history. You need to talk to my dad. You guys could like talk for. You should have him on here instead of me. If you guys are gonna talk history, because that man, he's like a history buff, and he'd probably like to be on tomorrow with you, although
Okay.
he never
Cool.
shuts. He talks more than I do. But seriously,
Well, you know, on my other channel, my Arts Place channel, that's where I have a lot of the history channels on that,
Yeah.
and I follow a channel called Time Ghost, and they have several history channels. They have one called The Great War. I learned so much about World War One. That was amazing. And then they have In Between Two Wars. That's really good. And then they have, well, right now they're doing World War Two. And I would imagine after this, they're going to have the Korean War or the Cold War.
right.
They already did a short series on the Cuban Missile Crisis, which was really good.
That was in the 60s, early 60s. Yep. I actually should watch the World War II stuff because Lori's dad was in the Navy for that. He
in the Pacific?
Yes. Yep, he was on the Langley.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was our first aircraft carrier.
Yeah, he was on that thing. It was like a flat top. I have pictures of him like as part of the crew shots and stuff. Very cool stuff.
No, I don't take Prevagen, Robert. The Langley was an oiler. It was converted into an aircraft carrier right around World War One.
That was it LF-24? I think was its number. That was her number.
And then it became, I think, CV-40, CV-1.
That's what it was. Yeah. I have pictures somewhere, but he didn't talk about it.
Name the second and the third aircraft carrier.
I can't. But you can.
It's the Saratoga and the Lexington.
I'm an idiot. Like Robert says he loves history and can't remember it all. I'm like Robert. Like I hear it, it's fascinating, and it goes in and it swirls around, and then it comes out the other ear. It's like
they were originally going to be battle cruisers. And then because of the Washington Naval Treaty, they had a choice of either scrap them or convert them into something else. So they converted them into aircraft carriers.
I can't believe they landed planes on those things. Like,
yep.
Those guys.
The first ones were biplanes, old biplanes.
Those dudes.
They had to figure out, okay, so how do we stop these planes once
that's what I'm talking about. Those dudes had balls, man.
Well, they had these wrestling wires tied to sandbags at first.
Is that how they did it? That's how they brought them. That's how they slowed them down.
Yep. Yeah, they had a hook on the back of the plane, and when they come in, it would grab that wire. All aircraft carriers have, but now they're hydraulic.
Right.
They have this wire where it would have some give to slow down the plane. And then if they didn't have that arresting wire, they had a like a canvas catcher that would go up. If they came back around and they didn't have the arresting gear on, it would put up this barrier that would stop the plane.
Scoop it up.
Yep.
Yeah. Make me want to watch Top Gun again. I love that movie.
Highway to the
that's where Lori's like, when we were going to the bobsled thing, she's like, I have the need for speed.
I heard that.
That's where it came from. That's Lori's idea. She's like, we have to say that because that's what we're doing. I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Lexington was the first carrier sunk at Coral Sea. Saratoga survived the whole war, became an atomic bomb test. It was sunk at Bikini Atoll.
Oh, Bikini took
It
it out.
survived the first bomb, but the second bomb was the one that sunk it. It was an underwater bomb. It was something like 60 feet below the surface. And
my father-in-law.
but you know what? You could dive there. Saratoga is about, you could, at the maximum free diving depth, if you have scuba tanks, it's about a little over 100 feet deep.
Really now?
Yep.
Cool. You know, Lori and I have been to Maui a bunch of times. We've never been to Oahu to get to Pearl Harbor.
Oh yeah, do that. Do the Gray Line tour. They'll take you up to Mauna Loa, and then take the tour.
Head.
They'll take you out to the North Shore.
Yep, Diamond Head and
where
all
they
that.
Have the surfers, and then it goes around to the east side of the island, and you go through Diamond Head,
right,
and through Waikiki.
Waikiki. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that place. When we've flown into Honolulu a few times, because sometimes you have to fly into Honolulu and then you connect and you go over to Maui, and it's like wiki and wiki. That's a little separate terminal. But when you fly in and you see Oahu, it looks like New York City, but on an island. I mean, like a tropical version of New York City, and it really is. I guess that's why Hawaii 5-0 did so well, because all the crime and crap that goes on there.
Yep,
it's funky looking. But yeah, we were gonna go check it out last time we were there, which is 2019. But in 2019, they had a problem with the memorial. They had to refurbish parts of it. Remember, they had issues with it,
right?
Structural issues, so they had to refurbish it, so it was closed. And Lori's like, "Well, isn't that just figure? The one time we were going to check it out. Well, maybe next year." Well, that was 2020, so I guess that wasn't happening.
Well, now the USS Missouri is anchored there, so you got the two battleships. One that was at the beginning of the war, and the other was the end of the war, where
cool.
the surrender was signed.
Pretty cool. I guess my parents.
All right, name 3 battleships that never saw action after Pearl Harbor.
Come on, this is so not fair. I hate history. If I was on Jeopardy and they asked me,
well, one of them is obvious.
Not to me.
What's the name of the memorial there?
Oh, the Arizona.
Utah was the other one. And the Oklahoma. All the other battleships they were able to raise and salvage, and they were back to.
I know that now.
Yep.
Arizona, Utah, and Oklahoma.
Yep.
Okay, I might have learned.
Oklahoma was the one that capsized, and they were able to get it upright. They stripped down the superstructure and they took the turrets off, and it was going to be towed back to San Diego, and the tow line broke, and the ship got away and sank. Yep.
Wow. Did you ever watch the movie Pearl Harbor?
Oh, the one with the Affleck and that was so corny.
It's corny, but the cinematography in that but
those ships that you see, were not World War II era ships.
Yeah, well, a history guy like you's gonna pick right up on that stuff. But like the cinematography in that movie is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Like the Zeros coming across the island, and that's the thing that struck me. It's cool about that movie was some of the cinematography. But I'll agree with you that the rest of it was a little.
Midway, the new one, was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
that. That had some really good CGI, and I mean.
Yeah. I'll check it out.
The acting was good. The screenplay was just really good.
And Johnny D agrees that's a stupid story, but story aside, when you're creating videos on YouTube, if you want to be cinematic, check the stuff out that they did because it was super cinematic.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. The rest of it, not so much. Oh, the chick was cute though.
Yeah.
Chick was cute.
Oh, the dumb one where the guy got inoculated twice. Yeah, like that. Like,
yeah, well,
and then he goes, "Ooh."
that was
Broke his nose.
Was Alec Baldwin in that? I think he was. Was it Alec Baldwin?
Might be right.
I think so.
I think he was. I think he played Doolittle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they dropped the big bomb, the one-way trip at the end.
Well, wasn't it? Yeah, it was where they launched those B-25s off the Hornet.
Yeah. That was the last part of the movie when they were.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a long.
They crash landed in China.
Oops.
Yep.
That was like a 4-hour movie or some ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, nobody did answer the question. Anybody buying Osmo Mobile 5 or OM5 or whatever it's called?
Oh, Bill says no.
Bill says no. Me either.
Yep, you're right, Bill. It was a B-25 Mitchell.
B-25 Mitchell. Where the hell's the next new drone? Why don't they want to take money?
Mavic 3.
Yeah, why won't they? Since I'm so beat up now financially, where is it? It should show up any second now. Like I can test my ability to spend money beyond my means. Like,
Well, Chuck, when you get that check, get a used truck, and whatever you have left over, you get a nice drone.
I was thinking more like beating up that other driver and then like financially, and then get the new drone and the new truck.
Oh, the Favic?
Where is it? Where is this damn thing? Jeez.
Yep, he did flew off the horn. Yep.
No, Chris, there were no drones in my truck and no drones were harmed that I know of. Just the pilot. Only the pilot was, armed.
Yeah, it wasn't beyond visual sight.
I haven't found any, that's one of the corners where there's not a police, like a surveillance camera. I could have got footage.
Oh, yeah.
This is me off because that's the thing I could have done with YouTube, a little bit of vlog material. I got practically killed me. At least let me make a good viral video out of it.
Yeah.
I did find some good stuff yesterday. Did you see what I put on? I just threw it on YouTube, or not on YouTube. Instead of YouTube, I put it on Facebook. Did you see that little blurb I had with the guy at a freaking rant at the freaking waiting room in the hospital?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Crazy bastard. That was his third one. He's like, at one point, he's like, when he first started off, he was sitting there, he was all pissed off because, they kind of rank you when you come in and then you get prioritized based on needs. So just because you were there at like 9 o'clock, a dude could come in at 9:30 and get grabbed first because they've ranked his injuries more significant than yours or the needs. So this dude's all pissed off because like all these people are getting pulled before him, and I've been there as long as this guy and the girl next to me had been. He's like, I don't understand what the F, he's like F and F. He's like, I've been here, all these people are getting called before me. What's going on? And then like he's like, what? And then like the security guy, because there's what seems to be the problem here. He's like, oh yeah, I should have been called up already. This isn't right. He's like, this is effing wrong. And I was like, what if I told you I had COVID? Did you take me then? It's like this. Yeah, I need a dash cam. Correct. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I it's stupid. I was gonna buy one last time around, like when my truck got bumped in the parking lot at work like a few years ago, and I thought I should get a dash cam. That was my warning shot across the bow, literally.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Yep. Well, now they've got them to where you got a camera facing forwards and behind you.
So since my rear view mirror was physically removed from my windshield upon impact, would the dash cam have survived? But it would have had the footage up until that point. So
Yeah.
you mean that what they need is like an Insta 360 version, whereas the 360, the two cameras in the stitch line and get front and back all the way around. Do they have that? Oops, sorry.
You got something like that.
Yeah, that's what I want then.
You got a camera that you could stick on that's like right by your license plate.
Did you know that Teslas, when they have all the cameras around them built in from the factory, you can enable them and they will record everything. And then if you do have an accident, they record everything. But you have to set it up as an owner. My friend has a Tesla 3, and he was telling me last night, we were just talking because he was in town from San Diego. And he was telling me that. He's like, Chuck, did you know that like the Tesla does that? It records like everything. Just, like the black box does. I was like, no. He's like, yeah, but you got to set it up. He's like, you got to go into the options and like set it up and everything. It's not enabled like from the factory. So all you Tesla dudes. Yeah.
360 dash cam.
Yes, sir. Well, it's a little late for this one, Chris, and may I never need one again, but yeah. I hope I never need a dash cam again.
That's true.
I don't really want to push the envelope any further. I'm surprised though, more vehicles. Maybe they do maybe more vehicles do use a lot of them do have the 180-degree cameras on them. They have multiples mounted in like the mirrors, the roof, the back, front, and they stitch it all together. So when you park, you can actually see like everything around it. Lake Pilot, you don't dig electric cars? I don't have one either, but they are kind of cool. Yeah, I agree. So that's kind of like the Skydio 2 that uses all that same bug eye camera technology to see where things are. It's the same thing. You can see all the way around everywhere. You reading the chat, Art? What are you looking for?
I am looking to see if I can find Ken Heron's dash cam from this wreck.
Yeah. See,
I probably should get one too.
He's a smart YouTuber. See, he had one, so he was prepared. So when stuff hit the fan, he was ready.
Well, he's always got cameras in his car, outside his car.
Yeah.
No, he's got it mounted on the posts, so you got a camera looking at you. He's got one looking up from the steering wheel or over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, I only use a couple in the car, but it's when Lori and I are actually working on a project together. I'll have them one on the roof, one inside, and then sometimes I'll stick it on the side of the truck or whatever. Well, I used to stick it on the side of the truck. I guess I'll have to get another truck to do that. But anyway, yeah, it's like he's really good with using multiple cameras. And I learned that from him. He's very creative.
Yeah.
What's not a sustainable concept? Oh, electric? We got to do something. What are we going to do for juice? We need power. We are addicted to energy. What are we going to do? We can't just keep sucking oil out of the ground, can we?
Well, now they're finding out that we always thought that you pull it out of the ground and it's gone. It really isn't.
It's restoring itself.
Yep.
But I think we're extracting it faster than it's restoring itself.
Yeah, but we're finding new places to get it.
Yeah. And then I'm kind of wondering, like, is the Earth like a great big transformer? It needs oil in it to keep it like at the right temperature so it doesn't overheat. Are we taking the oil out, which is like the heat sink for this? I'm just asking, man, because like it blows my mind that how old's the Earth? Like,
4 or 5 billion years old.
Yeah. And it's still freaking blasting like molten lava out of it. What the hell?
Yep.
Think of the thermal mass.
That's right.
All that thermal mass, it's still happening. That is insane.
Well, you know what? I think we're getting pretty close to fusion energy.
Yeah, we've been working on it for like copying the sun. We've been trying to work on that for a really, really long time.
Well, the Chinese say that they've been
They figured it out?
sustain for like 10 seconds.
Did they figure
Which
out
that's a pretty long time for
fusion?
Yeah.
Yeah. The magnetic bubble was supposed to be the way to contain it, but they were talking about the magnetic bubble back in like the 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
That was the containment system that they were working on.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the Chinese
Well,
are
and
working on the magnetic bubble.
technology is getting better and better and better.
It is. Yeah. We do need to advance. Like we've been kind of stuck, just kind of like, being stagnant for a while. What have we really done that's like amazing?
I don't know. I mean, look at where we came from 20 years ago. Cell phones were pretty darn new back then. I mean,
I still have. Hold on, let me think through my charge. Is it still in here? Where is that son of a gun? Oh yeah. I don't know why it's in my drawer. It shouldn't be. It should be in the basement. But this dude.
Oh yeah, I had one of those. I bought like
StarTech.
A bulk lot of cell phones to fix up and sell.
Yeah.
And one of those
my antenna never broke.
Yeah.
That was the thing that always broke on was the antenna, but this little son of a gun was like a tank.
Yep. Oh, and the thing that pissed me off was every different make of cell phone had different charging port.
Yeah. And the Motorola was no exception. I mean, the port on this thing is like pretty proprietary. What the hell?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they finally settled on the USB, mini?
Yeah, it was mini USB, which was a hat looking thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Is batteries any good? I'll bet you. I'm thinking no.
I don't know. Charge up and see.
Is it a NiCad? It's probably a NiCad. What is it?
Oh, you know, when
assembled in Mexico, even back in the 90s, we were already making stuff in Mexico.
When that guy that held those hostages in the building behind me, when they kicked them out and they had their stuff out on the lawn. Well, I picked up this plastic container. It had a bunch of goodies, and that's where I found that hard drive. Well, it had a Garmin in it.
Oh, really?
I charged it up. It still works.
Garmin. I had the Sony GPS that came out in like 2007. It was like $450 or something. It was insanely expensive, and I bought one. It was actually really cool, but
Chuck says you can call Spock.
Yeah, dude. It should make the sound that like the because you can like the cool thing about the flip phones, like it just like flip open. And
I had one of those.
This is before the Razor, but the Razor
communicator. One of those.
Yeah,
you open it up, it goes. Boop.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's built like a brick shit house, though. I mean, seriously, this thing, the Motorola stuff back in the day, you could like remember all the commercial radios that you had like in factories and stuff were all Motorola, and those things you could just throw them around. They could hit a concrete epoxy painted floor and just bounce, pick it up. Oh, oops, pick it up, use it still.
Remember the Nokia phones?
Yeah, I remember the Nokias.
Oh man, everybody had.
I never had a Nokia, but I remember seeing them. Yeah.
I used to get some of those, and I'd fix them up, get them working. Yep.
Yeah.
I'd have a box of different kinds of chargers for different phones. Oh, God, it was a mess.
It was a pain. Lori had...
Yep.
Lori
I go, ooh, okay, I got this model. Do I have... Oh, I got to get one off of eBay.
I remember
I had... charge it up. Hey, it works. Okay, let's sell it.
I had a universal charger that had all these different plugs that went into it, so you could have all the different types of phone connections. The Nokia, Motorola, and they're like 9 million. And like the middle coaxial plug would plug in, and then you have to use the other adapter to go into your whatever phone you had. What a pain that was! You had like 1 million connectors you had to keep from losing. And then of course you'd lose all the ones that you weren't using. Another phone's like, oh, I need that other one. I think I threw it out. Yeah. Crap.
Well, then what when was it? It was about 10 years ago. They finally got the idea to get them all going to one
USB,
kind of charger.
USB or
And
micro
it was
USB.
USB, and then they went to
USB-C.
the micro USB,
Micro USB was like
which this phone,
2009.
this one is the wrong end. It's the mini USB.
That's is that mini?
It's not the C.
Okay, it looks like it in the camera because it's
Yeah.
So mini.
But my
was
other
like
phone
Mini
is
was
a
powered.
USB-C.
Yeah, well, mini was like pre 2009, and then around 2009, the Moto Razr came out. The very first Motorola Razr from.
Oh
Verizon.
God, I had a few of those.
With the keypad that like popped out. Yeah, like a physical keyboard.
Well, it was the Razr that I got.
The Razr. Oh,
yeah, that's
Razr.
the one that folded out, and it had a really good camera on it.
Oh, that's right, the Razr.
That was one of the first ones that had a camera.
I had a K1M Razr, the skinny one.
Yep.
And that had mini USB, like you said. That was mini USB. Yep. But then after that, they went to micro USB.
Yep.
And then now we've adapted USB-C, which is really cool because you can flip it around.
I had some raspberries.
Raspberry Pi?
Blackberries, I mean.
Blackberry.
Not raspberry.
Oh, I had a buddy who had one of those at work.
Yeah.
His work phone was a Raspberry. Yeah. And he had one forever. And he finally was eligible for another work phone. So that he got his iPhone. He had his iPhone less than 48 hours. First weekend he has it. Freaking guy drops it, lands face down on the pavement. The screen explodes.
Oh, boy.
So he tried to get a screen kit for it and like repair the screen. But you couldn't just get the screen on it because it he broke it so that it all the LCD was bleeding kind of behind it.
Oh, yeah, you had to replace the LED.
Everything. And he couldn't do that, so he had to go back to his BlackBerry. He's really pissed off. He had to go to the BlackBerry after having an iPhone just long enough to realize that it was awesome and then go and drop it, and it just blew up. Poor bastard.
Well, now that I've got this guy, I could retire the S6, my Samsung S6, because that was dedicated to the old flight controller.
Golden.
And I could retire this and use my A10 or A11 instead of this. It's a nicer phone, but Facebook is kind of jacked up on it. So I gotta get that fixed. It's got a nicer camera. It's a little bit thinner and it's a little bit longer. So
I'm ready for a newer phone. I've had mine for almost 3 years. It's time. I'm ready. Yeah. But there's really just I haven't found the right one yet. Waiting. I kind of want a new Razr, but the second generation Razr isn't. We're just talking flip phones. I'd love to get a flip phone, but they're just not ready yet. The second gen's just not ready yet.
There you go.
And they're expensive, so it's got to be perfect for me to at least have the features I want. But yeah, I really want a Mavic 3. Where's the Mavic 3?
There you go. Well, guys, it's coming up on 2.5.
Yeah.
We're down to 11. Everybody is over at Adrian. I think Matt North is doing it because Adrian's got a brand new baby. Congratulations, Adrian.
Yeah, really. Yep. Congrats, bro.
Yep. So let me see who's over at
gonna spy on him.
Yeah, let's go spy on them.
Spy on them.
Oh, good. They got cool people over there.
Oh,
yeah.
Thanks a lot, Art. Feels good, man. The cool people are over there.
Well, I'm talking about somebody that I don't really care much for.
Oh, yeah? He's over there?
Yeah, because that person's always over on Matt's channel and on Jim's channel. Adrian Mateo.
I was on Jim's channel briefly last night, and one individual got into my shorts once, and I just ignored him.
Oh,
Yeah, it's okay though.
was it Carlos?
It was not.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, was it Dan?
Yeah, it's okay though.
Oh,
he was just being funny.
yeah, he thinks he is.
He was.
Well, thank you, 4 States. Thank you for coming.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. Well, Dan's all right. I mean, it's a sense of humor. It's fine.
Well,
He's got to remember he might not have been picked last in gym class like me. So I'm pretty thick-skinned when it comes to that. And I survived a rollover and kicked the windshield out to get out. So kiss my ass, buddy.
Yes, Chris.
I'm a badass. I kicked my way out of my truck. Upside
there
down.
You go. I would have been dangling upside down. Help, help,
Help.
help, help.
Lori said she would have just waited for help. I was like, I was afraid the truck was going to blow up. I was getting the hell out of there. I wasn't waiting around.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
She's like, how'd you know you were going to get hurt when you released the seatbelt? I said, I didn't. I just wanted to get out of the damn seatbelt. Just hoped it worked. that kind of crap, It's like, just get me out of here. Damn it.
Just make sure you don't land on your neck and go, oh, that was.
I was like, I'm hanging upside down. I'm like, it doesn't look that far away. I guess if I release the seatbelt, hang on to the steering wheel, maybe I won't fall that far fast.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was hoping Jim would come on my early show today and talk about where he was.
Does
he was still in New York, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I have a friend I used to work with him who was in New York City.
And Ron Lockwood was there.
They have some wild stories. I know, my coworker was looking for a hotel and they wouldn't give him a room. And he had to pay $1,200 for a night to stay in a cot in the lobby or something. They were gouging people. This crazy stuff was going on that you didn't hear about that crap. Yeah, it was because you couldn't get out of the city. You were stuck.
Yep.
There's no way out. Just crazy stories. That'd be a really interesting video to find people like that and do a documentary. It would have been, well, here's hindsight's 2020 after 20 years. It would have been really good to plan that during this year to gather all your buddies that were in New York and do a nice little video tribute for the 20th. So for the 25th, Art, get that put together, brother.
There you go.
That'd be cool. But yeah, maybe we could talk about that tomorrow. It's still the weekend. It's the same.
There you go. Yeah, we could do that.
Will Jim will be on your show tomorrow, right? Probably.
I hope so.
Yeah. You guys love to
because I sent him a message well before the show started. Hey, you said you wanted to come on, and I said, here's the link. He never showed up.
He invited me a couple of times, and I always seemed to be doing something stupid where I couldn't get on, and I think he probably just gave up on me. But sorry, Jim, for watching this late. But yeah, I avoid the politics stuff when I can. Yeah, we're gonna shut down, Art. It's been a fun show.
Yeah, I think so. We're down to 9 people,
but they're diehards. You got Bill, you got Chris.
Hey, Chris. Chris and Bill and
yep,
and
the diehards.
4 States.
They're good dudes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in, and you guys have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next time, all right?
Yeah. Peace out.
Take care.
Peace out, bros.
All right. Bye-bye.